G'day and welcome back to Duck Solar Gaming and Riverview Farm. We are back continuing on with our series here on Riverview, and we are going to get straight into it. There's no mucking about today. We are going to head down and commence harvesting on a field 7 which is ready to harvest. We are now in the first day of March, so the year is already getting by on us, and we are going to crack in to get that done. We also have to go over to our old grass field and plant a crop in there as well. I still haven't really decided exactly what I'm going to plant. What we want to do though is want to plant something that's going to make us some money, so I might think about that over the next few minutes and see what we're going to do. I can't remember if I've spoken previously about what we planned on doing in there, so I'm just going to have to wing it for now. Now obviously, just a bit of a reminder, we're not playing seasonal growth on this series. This is just a basic series, playing and exploring this great map from what was it, FS15 I think it was all the way back from, but anyway, we're just going to get in with it and get it going. So I'm going to make a mess of where I'm putting the harvester, and what we're going to do is I'll put it right here without trying to take out too much of my crops. And we will, what I wanted to do, but anyway, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll live with it. All right. Obviously I am not. Right, let's unfold. Sorry, too busy concentrating. Wrong button. There we go. Just a bad morning this morning. Let's go. Now let's activate. Right, that's better. Alright. We'll go down here, harvest some of this sorghum this way. We'll do a couple of header rows, and then we'll put a hired hand on it, and we'll paint it off. So what's happened in between the last episode and this one? Not a lot. We have done a little bit of tidying up. I will show you a little bit later, but where the silo is, we spoke about removing the silage bunker, and the sheds are up there, and making that available to use as a bit of spare land. And as I said to you, we can remove the silage bunker in game, removing the placeable, but the lights that were hanging off you couldn't remove, and you couldn't remove the sheds. So I did actually open up Giant's editor, shock horror, and so I removed the silage pit, I removed the lights that were attached to the silage pit, I also removed the 2 barns, and I removed the trees that were up in that area as well, just where the shed and the silage pit were, purely from a perspective that I wasn't going to bother getting into chopping them all down, which I probably could have done, but it's quite for that. We don't have really the money all the time for that at the moment. So we just removed it from the map, and that now gives us a basis up there where we can put in some new buildings or placeables or some production points or whatever we want to do moving forward. And I do have a bit of a plan for up there. We'll see how that pans out, but yeah, certainly that's cleared off now, ready to go. In the interim, it also gives us a bit of a grass meadow again, because where the silage pit might removed, that's just now all grass where the trees were. So we can go up there and we can mow that and keep producing some grass, or actually keep producing some hay through the grass dryer, and keep our sheep and our cows up and running at 100%. So that is what we've done up there, and we'll go up there a little bit later and have a bit of a look. I do need to look at cutting the grass and getting some more grass into the hay dryer. So yeah, so that's the outcome of all that. We had a little bit of cash from overnight, or the last couple of nights that we fast forwarded on, and we did trade in a couple of pieces of equipment. We did buy 2 new trailers, Just small trailers. We haven't gone oversized. I'll show you those in a minute. But we've bought 2 trailers so we can use them in a double trailer configuration for carting, for delivery or for harvest or whatever else. Instead of getting it, I mean, this map, obviously we're predicated on trying to keep to relatively small equipment. We're not going to go like big road trains and anything like that because we're just not going to be able to get around the map. So just 2 front bogie trailers, similar to what we had before with the, what is it, the Strautman? Can't remember. But yeah, so we've just got 2 of those, and they're going to be utilised for when we're doing harvest and transferring of crop to sell points or whatever else. So that's the only addition I think we've done. We have moved some of our pallets from the greenhouses that came up. We've also restocked the cows with silage bales, all the silage bales that were still at the farm. We put them in the cow barn now. There is still the 60 odd silage bales on field 16 from the last harvest of the grass there, so we do need to get those moved over to the farm as well. So we may get that done today. It just depends on how things go with this. But yeah, so we've got a few things done. That's pretty much all that's been done in between the last episode and this episode. So yeah, and now it's just time to continue on. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, looking forward actually to this is the last episode in Riverview with our current graphic style and logo and all that sort of stuff. There is a big change coming, so the next episode you'll see that change. At this point in time we're about a week and a half, 2 weeks out from when that's going to occur, when I'm recording this. I don't know if I'm going to do a bit of a reveal or whatever else, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be all timed around us hitting 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. We've got about 70 or 65 subscribers to go, and hopefully we will have reached that 3,000 mark around that time. If we hit 3,000 early, I will do a bit of a reveal and showcase what we've got coming up in relation to updates to graphics and that sort of stuff. The name itself is not changing, just the look and the feel of some things. I personally love it. I reckon it's come out really well, and I hope you like it as well. It ties in a bit with my background and history and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to presenting it. So like I said, hope you like it as well. All right, let's continue on. I reckon this header row will be the last we'll do. Then we'll put the iron hand on. Then what we need to do is go get the trailer and the trailers and track down here to offload, and then we can go off and look at doing some seeding over on our other field. The other thing that's coming soon is the next Giants patch, and it can't come soon enough. One of the good things that I have announced now that's going to be in the patch is adjustments to the pricing scale, so the max and min. So it'll actually tell you, I don't know if they're getting rid of the sliders altogether from that stupid pricing matrix thing they've got, but telling you what the seasonal highs and lows are for a crop. So I'm looking forward to that because it'll make a bit more clarity on that. Although I do have a bit of a cheat sheet here that I got off the web, and it does detail that, so it's not so bad. So I probably should look at that first and see what my most profitable crop is going to be. But man, why would I do that? All right, let's set you up right there. You go. Off he goes. So I've done that. I'm not going to use the New Holland for transferring of the grain. I'm going to use the what's this? The case. Was it massive? Can't remember now. All right. So it's the case. It's the Puma. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and grab the new trailers, and we're going to head off. What I'll do is I'll go via the silo area as well, just to showcase what we've been talking about up there. And yeah, we should be right. Alright, so none of this here has changed, but here's our new trailers. The new trailers are just there. So these, were they the Riche ones I got? I can't remember. But anyway, I think they might be the Riche. Yeah, they are. So we just got 2 of these. So they're going to help facilitate getting our crop all the way around the fields and the farm. So that's going to be great. It's what I think it's about a 20,000 litre capacity in each trailer. So it's more than enough to sort of do a couple of fields with our current combine, because the combine doesn't fill everything up. So anyway, we're all good. All right, so let's head on up here and we'll see what's changed at the top here. In doing this as well, we did sort of fine tune the ramp and stuff, like this road leading up here. We had to adjust this slightly a bit, but that's all tickety-boo now. So got a nice smooth gradient as we had before, but just tied it up. There was a little patch up here I have missed, I've got to fix. But this is the new area. So this is what we've done. As you can see, we cleared the sheds out. Silos are still here, they haven't moved. And then we've got all this grass area through here that we've got. We did mow this actually in preparation. So we did get the grass off this already. So yeah, that's what we've got for the moment, and that's where we're going to put some of our placeables or other sheds or whatever. I don't think we're going to need sheds. I think Cavalier Roy's given us more than enough sheds in this farm. So I don't think sheds are going to be an issue for us. I think that'll probably end up being production points more than anything else. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is I'm going to put a spinnery. I'm going to build my own spinnery. I'm going to put that over near the sheep. So as we just transfer them locally to the spinnery, then I'll decide on whether we buy the Taylor, which is over the other side of the map, and things like that. But that's where we're going there. All right, now I've done a really stupid thing here. Now, because this trailer is nice and light, well, that's what I'm saying now. I'm just going to move this out of the way. There we go. Right. There we go. That's better. Now, we're going here, and as you can see, the combine is all ready to offload already. So we'll get him offloaded. So then we're going to have to come in, we're going to have to mulch all this down and cultivate it in and all that sort of stuff. So we want to turn that around as quick as we can as well. So we'll look at doing that. But I think what we'll do is we'll go get the New Holland and we'll get cracking with some seeding. Right. Now, I've got seeder there. I've got another seeder. I think it's around here. Just want to double check to make sure. Yeah, there it is there. Right, so that's the seed I'm going to use. Right, that's all good. Now, what are we going to put in? I might put in. Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll check to see what we've got in the silo. So we've got some wheat. We need that for chickens, although we haven't got any chickens yet. We've got canola, which we're going to build up and go for an oil processing plant. I've got nothing else in the silo at all. So it's a matter of building everything up. So we've currently got growing. We've got some canola. We've got some soybean. We've got some sunflower. We've got wheat. So we've got a bit of everything. We've got sorghum. I think we need to it's going to be a reasonably good field over here. Now, I haven't got an oil processing plant to deal with any oil. Thinking. All right, let's have a look at the pricing as it currently sits. There's not much point. No, what we're going to do is I'm probably most likely going to put either canola or sunflowers in. Probably canola. I think canola will be it for now. And the reason being is canola generally gives me a good price, and then we don't use all the canola oil that often and sell something else, then what we can do is we can utilize that for producing canola oil. All right. Now let's make sure we can. This one, I'm pretty sure this one does canola. Yeah, there we go. Right, we're going to fill him up with seed, and then we'll head on over and get seed. There we go. No, didn't do the seed, did you? You just did the gotta get that trigger point for where the seed is. All right, head off and let's get this seeded, and then we're going to come back over and roll it, and then we'll be good to go. Just keep an eye on the combine harvester, because we'll have to go off and offload that again at least once or twice. There we go. We did end up removing, or didn't remove, we moved the tree over here on this corner, that problematic tree. We just moved it in a bit away from the corner, so it didn't sort of, that troublesome branch didn't overhang the road or the track. So I was going to get caught up with all the equipment. So you'll notice it's kicked back in a little bit. So we didn't remove it. We just moved it back a little bit, because that's where I think it probably should have been placed to start with, not quite so close that it was causing issues with all the implements and that coming through there. And if it had been rotated, I probably could have just rotated it, but it was just easier to move back, so that's what we did. All right, we're going to disconnect our seeder. Anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. I was remiss, I haven't asked you all. But I hope you're all doing well. We're doing well. We started recording this one on the 19th of February, so that's how far behind we are, or how far ahead we are with the videos. And it's just a necessity. Like, so, actually, I've got to repair this tractor. All right, let's do that first, because I don't want it to break down in the middle of the field. So we're going to lower. I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to head back to the farm to repair. Yeah, so with the last lot of videos, I basically got virtually a month ahead. And at this point in time, when I'm doing these recordings, I'm actually some of the stuff I've recorded, I've only just edited up for the next week. So while I had a backlog, while I was off crook and all that sort of stuff, that backlog was eaten away very quickly, and now I have to get some videos queued up for Elm Creek and the Hawk and Riverview, and that's the reason why I'm getting ahead, because I mean, with work and everything else, I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to be available to record and have it all done in that week or whatever else. So that's why, as I've said previously, we will be doing recording in advance. I certainly won't be talking about any topics of the day, so to speak, because we are aware that we could be 2 or 3 weeks ahead of where the actual video goes live. So that's just the reality of what we need to do here. So anyway, I'm sure you understand. All right, we're going to repair $10,000. Whoa, paint's pretty poor, isn't it? Anyway, it's okay. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go back. Right. Okay. All right. Fuel, we're okay for fuel, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go back and get seated. We've wasted time enough already. Combine's at 60%. So by the time we get over there and start seeding, we'll probably have to go over and empty the combine, but that's okay. All right. I do love the layout of this farm from Cavalier Roy. It's always been a favourite. I haven't played it as much as I've always wanted to, because other things have come up, or other maps or whatever else, and but I've generally played this offline myself. Don't want to worry about recording or talking or anything else, and just sit back and just do a bit of farming. So it is nice to be on this map and sharing it with you all, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. And speaking of maps, I mean, obviously one of the recent additions, as of when I'm recording, is Old Stream Farm from Black Sheep Modding, and they've done a fine job of it. I've had a bit of a look at it. I was contemplating putting in a series out on that, but it's not the same as the Old Stream Farm from FS17. I mean, they did change it up for 19, and for me, it's just not the same. I still prefer the 17 layout of the map and all that sort of stuff, and I just can't bring myself to this current version. So I don't think we will end up going to that for an official season or anything else like that. But obviously time will tell. But certainly for the moment, I'm not sort of entertaining any thoughts of having a series on it. And we're just waiting for other maps to come out. There are a couple of Aussie maps that are in development. My mate TJ, he's developing a map. He's initially going to release it on 19. I've been having a bit of a look at that and helping just test it. It's still probably very early stages at the moment. I think his plan was to bring it to FS19, and once he's got it all stable there, he's then going to convert it and put it out for FS22. That may have changed since, I don't know, but we're certainly looking forward to having a look at Melly Creek. Whoops, spoiler, there's the name of it. Sorry TJ. And there's a couple of other Aussie maps being developed as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they get developed. There's one or two on Facebook that look very, very well detailed and well along the development path. So I'm hoping that we get to see those at some stage soon. Because obviously, being an Aussie, we do want to have an Aussie map, and we're grateful for our mate Aussie Farmer with FS19's Neon Farms. A great map and one of my favourites. I thoroughly enjoy playing that one, and Aussie's given me a lot of game time pleasure on that, which is fantastic. So thank you, Aussie. So yeah, we'll be interested to see what comes out in relation to upcoming Australian maps and that as well. So really looking forward to seeing that. Obviously, I don't think, well, certainly from history, I don't think any of the developers that are doing them Aussie maps will end up bringing them to Mod Hub, because generally they're well customised and all that sort of stuff, and they wouldn't pass Giants testing, and also they would not be for console. So I'd be happy if that changes. Obviously, for those of you on console, it'd be nice to see if our Aussie friends that play on console exclusively are able to get to an Aussie map. But I just, from history and previous experience, I don't believe that will be the case. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Alright, there's our first header basically done. Now I'm going to do 2 headers around this field, and then I will set the hired hand up to finish it, I think. While we go back and look after the, combine's almost full now, it's at 98%, so he's going to be stopping right this second, so there he goes, he's 100%. But we might get this guy set up and just get him going. Once I've done the other end, and then we'll just go after the combine and finish off that field, and do a bit tickety-boo. A bit of grass left there, just that grass, anyway. It happens. Look at that. I look at the clock and we're almost out of time. It's just ridiculous. Time flies. So probably that means that what we'll do is the next episode will be the next game day. We'll probably finish we'll probably finish seeding this field, and then we'll come back in tomorrow's game day. We'll come back over, we'll roll, as long as it hasn't germinated and got first growth, which I probably will do actually, knowing this, but I might just slow down growth overnight. We'll come back and we'll roll it tomorrow. And what we'll also do then is we'll look at our next steps and what we're going to be doing next, and we've then got to start working back in field 7, which we're just harvesting now, and get that prepped ready for the next field as well. Anyway, all right, he's on higher work now, so we're going to head back over and grab this guy. Engine was already running, and we're going to go off and offload the combine. So 20%, yes, that's 32, 33, or maybe it's 35,000 capacity trailer, these ones. So the two trailers combined give me a capacity of 70,000 in grain transference or product capacity, so more than enough for what we need to do. All right. Load all this. %. As I bet the whisper. All right, and off we go. So we'll do the rest of this field manually. Take it out through the end of the episode, and then we'll finish the harvesting off, and we'll come back tomorrow with mulching and cultivating and all that sort of stuff. I know my good mate Reefy, by the way, had almost on one of the videos where I was talking about the cricket. He said, "Don't mention the cricket." Well, rest assured, Reefy, I'm not going to mention the cricket too much, because what Cricket Australia has done with our coach, I find deplorable. So England's probably going to feel free and jump on the chance of taking our coach or ex-coach to try and fix their team. So Reefy, you might be better situated yet. So it's all right. Maybe just an aberration. But anyway, it's a bit of a sad state of affairs at the moment for Cricket in Australia in relation to all that. But anyway, we'll see how things go. But, yeah, I'll try not to stir you up too much, Reefy. I mean, the fact that we hold the Ashes is enough, I suppose, but the rest of it we'll just leave be. All right. What we may actually do, we may look at just selling the sorghum straight out as well, and just getting some money behind us. Bearing in mind we have said we're not going to put any loans out or anything else like that, get any loans, all that sort of stuff. That's still the plan. Although if we find that purely from a production point of view or a profit point of view that it makes sense to do it, we may well do it. But we are going to make our best endeavours to not need to get any loans, so we'll go and do what we need to do. Now, we do have a whole pile of digestate. I don't think we can sell digestate directly on the farm, like that. Although what I could do is I could actually get rid of the BG. In fact, let's have a look at that now. What I could do, because we bought did we buy the biogas plant? Yeah, we did. So we could sell that. I don't need the biogas plant anymore. Let's sell it. Yeah, let's sell it. All right, because if I make silage bales, I'm not going to go off and sell them generally. I'm going to use them for the cows. So, yeah, well, look at that. There we go. So we sold the biogas back off at a loss, but anyway, that's okay. We've got money on our hands. And now we can look at putting the spinnery in, for instance. So then we can take our wool and convert it into linen, and then the next step is the tailor. So there's all that sort of stuff. Or we can look at putting in an oil processing plant, and that way we can make money by creating canola oil or sunflower oil or whatever the case may be at the time. So yeah, so that's good. In fact, let's have a look. I don't think. Yeah, so the only production we've got at the moment is the greenhouses, and then we've got the grass drying silo. So what we would look at doing is most likely, if I press the right button. In fact, let's look at doing this right now. Let's just do it. Bugger it. You know what? Let's just do it, because we've got the area up there we're going to use. So that's the grain mill. No, it's over here. Where is it? There, that one there. So this is what we need to put in, the oil mill. It's only $80,000 thereabouts. And we can drop off our sunflower and canola and produce canola and sunflower oil. So that will go up here somewhere. And this way we can sell this off straight away, and then we're going to make some money. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think I'm definitely going to do that. So let's look at placement. I might place that. There we go. Done. Right, so we've just done it. We've just decided to just go out and just do it. So now we can bring our canola and our sunflower up here, and we can start producing some oil. So, and saying that, what have we got? We've already got some canola in the silo, so that's 7,000. So that's, yeah, so we can start doing, and we'll make some more money that way. So that's what we're going to do. All right, done. There goes our money. On that note, let's call it there before I do anything else disastrous. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. Next episode we'll come back in and we'll start. We'll get that production underway. We'll transfer that canola over to the processing plant. We'll continue on with ploughing this field here as well. We'll obviously finalise the planting of the canola over on field 16, which we started today, and we'll continue that on. And hopefully the production. Our production will swing to prioritising for oil at the moment. So canola and sunflower will be our primary crops, so as we can maximise our profits coming out of our oil mill, and then that will help us to build up the farm from there. So there you go. So that's how we've pivoted. We've pivoted the farm plans. That's what we're going to do. So all our crops from here on in, until such time as we've got a burgeoning oil production running, will be sunflower and or canola, and I think that's not necessarily a bad decision business-wise. So yeah. So let me know your thoughts down below. Whether have we done the wrong thing, the right thing, whatever else, and any other ideas you may have for the farm in relation to production and money making and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, we'll have some milk being produced at some point, so things like a dairy and stuff like that will be earmarked later on down the track. But for now, we've set ourselves up to that. So anyway, that's all good. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Help us get to that 3,000 mark. And if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos are available on the channel to watch, just like this. And of course, don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. All the details for that is down below in the description. And most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Riverview Farm. See you all later. Bye.